we start getting a lot of milkies and spinner sharks up at Umtanzini. I'm just going to show you a double hook trace that we've used for quite a few years and works extremely well. Basically what we require for that would be some foam, our ring sui 4.0 or 5.0, it's up to you, our Kingfisher thin latex cotton, our combo swivel 5 and 6, it's the smaller swivels that we actually do. It works extremely well for this trace. Hook snoot is 19 kilo. Our main line is 25 kilo. Sinker of your choice, but preferably a cone sinker with a little clip on it. And then our AFW 65 pound Surflon Supreme. It's 49 strands, very flexible, works extremely well for these milkies. Okay, to start off with, let's just grab a hook. And again, like I said, it's a double hook trace, so I'm going to take 2 of them out. Take our lines away, that away. Okay. To tie the trace, it's very, very simple. Take our hook, go through the eye. And I'm battling to see, so I better put my glasses on. There we go, much better. So what we do is we basically take the wire through the eye, over the finger once, twice, forming our figure of 8, turn it around and go through. There we go, there's our figure of 8. Very important that you keep your fingers, these 2 fingers, inside the actual wire just until you've actually pulled it tight. There we go, pull the knot tight, a little bit of lubrication there, and all we're going to do is just slide it all the way down. And once again, pull tight. I just like to squeeze it at the back a bit. It just stops it from coming undone. And this Micro Supreme is so soft and supple, sometimes it does unknot itself. Cut it as close as we can. Give ourselves about 20 centimeters there. Cut. First one done. Again, I'm going to do the exact same thing again. Through the eye, around twice. All we're doing is making a figure of 8, nothing fancy about it. There we go, pull tight, stick that in there, and again, pull tight, bit of lubrication on it, and slide it down. Just squeeze that, it just bites in better, so the knot doesn't come undone. There we go, again 20 centimeters. This Micro Supreme, guys, is absolutely phenomenal stuff. It is soft, it's supple, it ties a good knot, it's easy to work with, it's not hard on the fingers either. Stuff works extremely well. Okay, 19 kilo, this is our hook snooting. To tie the knot, all we're going to do is basically go around 3 times with the nylon. It's pretty much the same as making a grey shark trace. There we go, there's the figure of 8. Lubricate. Change it around again. Take the wire now and go around once, twice. There's our figure of 8. Pull tight. Simple as that. Slide the nylon down to where the knot actually is. And you don't want to pull it too tight yet. So you just want to pull the Micro Supreme half tight, if you can call it that, until it looks like that, and then pull the nylon until the nylon's tight, and then you really give it a good pull. Just to lock that Micro Supreme in place, and that's it. Cut off the tag end, as close as you want. Take your mustard scissors and you'll just cut it off so it's all nice and neat, as you can see there. We make it about 30 to 40 centimeters long and just give it a little bit of a snip. We will cut it down, don't worry about that too much. Let's just do the second one. Okay, and exactly the same. Nylon 3 times around, back through to form our figure of 8. Here we go. The wire twice around, once, twice. There we go. Grab our wire and just give it a little bit of a yank. Take our nylon. Pull as tight as you can on it. And then make sure that the wire is pulled tight up against the nylon now. There we go, done. And again, cut the nylon off as close as possible. Okay. Now what we want to do for the main line is we take heavier line, 25 kilo Kingfisher. Make it about 1 meter in length, so we'll just cut it off there. Take 2 of our combo swivels. Remember, with a combo swivel, the big eye goes to the top. Normally that's where your leader would be. So the big eye goes to the top of your line or your leader, the small one in a straight line. Okay, the bottom one in a straight line. So we're just going to do figure of 8, 2, 3 times. There we go. Lubricate. Slide down. Get 1 meter in length. The bottom hook is attached to the big eye. And we just take some more 25 kilo for our sinker snooting. Grab it quickly. So again, let's just do this. 1, 2, 3 times around. Cut it off as close as you can. Okay, now we attach our sinker. Preferably one that's got a clip on it, or you can use your own clips, it's up to you. Okay, so basically this is what this trace looks like so far. Is your sinker and your 2 power swivels. Now all we're going to do is attach our hooks. First one. We'll do the bottom one first. Okay, what we like to do is just measure how long we want it to be. Because we want to clip this bottom one, we make it slightly shorter than the rest of it. So we're 1, 2, 3. A bit of lubrication there, and slide and cut. So you can see, basically that's the length that we want to do, because that one we actually want to hook up. Okay. Next one. Through the eye, and you don't want this one to be too long. Shorter is better for the top hook. Okay. So basically that's the top hook, and that will be the bottom hook. Okay, now what we're going to do is put some foam on it, because we want to float this hook up. The bottom one we don't worry about too much. Okay. A latex cotton, like a foam, preferably red, because when you're fishing for milkies and spinners, you want a big fleshy bait. So let's just do this. Choco works extremely well for them. So what we'll do is we'll put one slither of choco on each hook, and then wrap it with sardine, red eye, mackerel, any big bloody bait that we can get our hands on. There we go. Okay, so that now would be the completed milky trace or spinner trace that we'd use at Umtanzini when targeting those fish, or Richards Bay. Remember, the difference between a milky and a spinner when it comes to identifying them is that the milky's second dorsal and anal fin don't line up. Okay, so the second dorsal and the anal fin don't line up. They had a funny angle like that. So if it's any other fish species where it's top to bottom, that's the spinner. The milky is totally different. You'll see that the second dorsal lies further back on the actual fish. Okay, completed trace, and this is the total length of it when finished.